Guys, I'm back with another deck list for you guys today, and I am going to show off my Vanquish Soul deck profile. So, to be honest, I've been building Vanquish Soul for only a couple weeks, but every deck list I've looked at is kind of gets me asking why is this the standard? I don't think the deck is solved, and that's one of my favorite things about the deck is that there's just so much room for improvement or tech choices or personalization, and that's really what I have been aiming to do with this deck is kind of just add in my personal spice to it, and I'm going to take it to locals tomorrow and see how it goes. But I've been testing it online, been testing it on Twitch. Follow me, by the way, Twitch, link below. And I think it's been going fantastically, and I'm loving these tech choices I've put in, loving kind of the direction that I've been taking with the deck, and I think it's got a really good outlook going forward. So I want to show you guys today what I'm playing for Vanquish Soul, because I think it's a little bit different than most of the lists that you've probably seen already, and hope you guys enjoy it. So let's go ahead and jump on in. So for the main, running I think 40 cards, 41 right now, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. So we'll start with the Vanquish Soul stuff. So starting off 3, Raisin. Raisin is kind of the bread and butter of your deck. You need to see it every turn, so we are playing a lot of stuff to ensure we see Raisin as much as possible. And then I'm on 2 copies of Mad Love. Because we're playing so many ways to get to Raisin, I want to have a normal summon available for Raisin at all times, and therefore I don't really want to play any more normal summons than that. I think just 2 Mad Love is going to be fine. Don't really see a need for a third one in most cases. On to the next one, we have Xiaolong, which is the new card out of Age of Overlord, and this really kind of buffs the deck up a bit, just adds another search to your plays. Unfortunately, because of the prominence of Duel and Lockbird in this particular format, it can be kind of rough to open a lot of Xiaolong, so I'm playing 2 here, and just gotta keep in mind that Droll is going to be a thing, so when you go Raisin, search Xiaolong, it's not always the best go-to option, so just kind of keep that in mind for this particular format. Next is going to be 2 copies of Caesar Valius. I think 2 is going to be good here. You like the big body, you like the pop effect, the non-targeting pop, and just you want to have enough big names so your Raisin and Mad Love can dodge imperm. So yeah, that's why we're going to have Caesar Valius there. And then I'm only on 2 copies of Borger, to be honest. I'm not really feeling 3 right now, but as I test some more, we will see if that changes at all. But right now, just the 2 Borger I think is going to be okay. It's kind of personal preference on that one, but I think 2, 2, 2, and 2 for the non-Raisin cards is going to be good enough. Onto the Vanquish Soul spells, so 3 copies of Stake Your Soul, of course. You want to be able to summon out Raisin from the deck as much as possible, and when you already have Raisin, you want to be able to summon out the Mad Love from the deck for additional cards. And then 1 copy of Continue, 1 copy of Dust Devil, and 1 copy of Snow Devil. I'm playing both Dust Devil and Snow Devil right now for the time being, just for testing to see which one I like more. But in theory, I only want to play one of these cards. So this particular list that I'm about to show you is 41, and that's because I'm playing both. But really, I'm going to cut one down. Snow Devil is a better card if it resolves, but going second, it's useless. Whereas Dust Devil has going second utility. So I kind of like both, and I want to see which ones kind of perform better as I continue testing. Alright, so let me scoop up the Vanquish Soul stuff here, and then we'll move on to the next package, which is going to be Castia. Okay, so no surprise here that Castia is going to be played in Vanquish Soul, but I'm going a little bit extra here. I'm playing 3 Fenrir, 1 Rise Heart, which is staple. You want to summon your Fenrir, search your Rise Heart for fire attributes in your hand, because that really triggers your Raisin, your Xiaolong, and it lets you really combo off. And Rise Heart is going to have extra importance in this particular build, as you'll see in a little bit. And then I'm also on 2 copies of Pressure Planet. I want to see Fenrir so bad that I'm playing 5 copies. And honestly, I don't see a problem with this. First of all, because we're running low on Earths, we don't play Pantera. I didn't really mention that, but you'll notice that I don't play Pantera. And therefore, I want a little bit more Earth access. And that's where Rate Soth comes in. So if we already have Fenrir and then we get a field spell on top of that, we'll be able to just search another Fenrir, and that's going to be fine because we're going to need the Earth anyway. And it's good follow-up in case our board gets cleared and so forth. And also, the attack buff comes up big time, because all of our stuff is different attribute by design. So we're going to get like 200-300 attack points buff with Rate Soth on the field, which is like not something to just write off. So it's pretty good, and I think it's worth playing the full package. I would much rather see Fenrir plus field spell than not see Fenrir at all. So yeah, I think it's just important enough where we want to search it, and I'm surprised more people aren't playing extra Rate Soths to be able to search our Fenrirs. Okay, let's get on to the kind of generic spells. First, for consistency, I'm on 3 copies of Pot of Prosperity, 1 Rhoda, and 1 Durandal here. So I think this is fairly standard for the deck lately. I've seen a lot of lists play Small World, a lot of lists play multiple Durandal, but I think this is the way to go here. Prosperity is just too good. And just having the Rhoda is super nice, of course, and the 1 Durandal is enough to see the raising, because once you see 1, you have it in rotation generally, and then we're pretty good to go. All right. So those are the consistency spells. Now I'm going to get into the spell card that is my personal tech choice for this deck, and that is 2 copies of Ready Fusion plus 1 copy of Instant Fusion. Okay, so the point of this, there's a lot of points to this here, and I did a whole video specifically about Ready Fusion in Vanquish Soul, okay? Since that video, I've kind of had to alter my extra deck a little bit, where I'm only playing level 4 fusions, and because of that, I swapped 1 Ready Fusion out for an Instant Fusion. In case I draw 2, or in case I draw both, I want them both to be playable. So there's really no point not to play the Instant Fusion over the 1 Ready Fusion that I'm missing. But yeah, for now, this is going to be my list, and you know, I really recommend you go check out that other video to see why I play Ready Fusion in this deck, but really quick, I'm going to give you a rundown. So it gives you very easy rank 4 access without using monster effects. So we can get into Zeus very easily, we can get into Dweller very easily, without triggering SP, without triggering Fenrir. Okay, so that's super nice, and it really provides just a little bit bonus to your board. It also allows you to go into Battle and Boxer Dempsey to search the Raisin very easily. Okay, so with any kind of level 4 in your hand, if it's Mad Love, if it's any of the Kashtiras to search you the Rise Heart, you can get into Dempsey, search that Raisin to your hand, which is super important. Okay, and then it also allows us to go into SP Little Knight with an extra deck monster. So yes, SP requires an effect monster, but we can play something in our extra deck to just get us there a little bit extra. So stick around for the extra deck to see what I'm talking about. But anyway, yeah, I've been loving this package in testing so far, and it's going to be the way I play the deck going forward. All right, and the last 10 slots are going to be hand traps. So I'm on 3 copies of Ash Blossom, very important for this deck, of course. Not only is Ash good, but it's a fire attribute, which really facilitates our plays, gives us attribute for Stake Your Soul, and that kind of stuff. I'm on 3 Shifter right now. I think Shifter is too good not to play, honestly. So it was kind of between Droll and Shifter, but because Shifter is the dark attribute, I kind of went in that direction. Plus, I think Shifter hits decks a little bit harder than Droll in general. You know, there's some exceptions, like Manadium can play fine through Shifter, or like better through Shifter than through Droll, but Shifter is probably better into Infernoble than Droll. So yeah, it's kind of up to you, whatever your meta game is looking like on the Shifter right now. And then the last 4 are going to be 2 Ghost Spell, just for those extra Earth names. We're a little low on Earths. We have 3 Fenrir, 2 Planets to search the Fenrir, and then 2 Caesar. So I do want the extra 2 Bell for the more Earth names. And then 2 copies of DD Crow as well to round out the hand trap list. I'm not playing Imper, I'm not playing Valor, because if I draw with Heavy Borger, I want to be able to use these things. Plus, I like the attributes in hand. It kind of, you know, really helps the deck go if we have the correct attributes. Okay, so that rounds out the main deck of 41 cards. And like I said, it's 41 because of that Snow Devil, Dust Devil testing right now. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it's been testing so far. I did test it on stream on Twitch yesterday. So, you know, if you guys are not following me on Twitch, go ahead and hit follow, or go to the link in the description below after you watch this video and follow me on Twitch so you catch me next time. All right, so let's go into the extra deck. So starting off with the links, we have 3 copies of Rock. I think 3 copies of Rock is fine and needed, and the deck will definitely use it. It's just excellent follow-up. You can't beat this. Plus, you always need to have your end board with a Rock so you can summon the Raise into the right zone, pop your opponent's stuff as interruptions. And then the other links is 1 copy of Striker Dragon. You may be wondering what the heck is going on here. I'll show you in a second. And then 1 copy of SP Little Knight. And while I'm at it, let me go ahead and show you what's up with Striker Dragon. So our Ready Fusion targets are Darkfire Dragon and Rare Fish. And so the Striker Dragon is basically to change the Darkfire Dragon into an effect monster so that we can use it to go into SP for full SP effect. So yeah, that's why we're playing this. You don't want to play Pisty because it locks you into dragons. So we do want to play the Striker Dragon specifically, and it's super accessible because it was in the reprint set of 25th century or 25th anniversary set. Rare Fish is just I think it's a really good target because it plays around TC Boo, Goes a Match, and Rivalry. Like, it's just different attribute and type from all of the other, or no, it doesn't play through Rivalry. It plays through TC Boo and Goes a Match, and if we're side decking TC Boo, then we are going to want to play or have the Rare Fish to go into and not be affected by our own stuff. So yeah, that's going to be the links and the fusions. And now onto the Exceeds. We have 1 Shaka 9, 1 Borbo for the Zodiac package, and then the Zeus on top of that. And then here's the Sky Crisis as well. It's just super nice. If I can get a second Sky Crisis, I might actually play it, to be totally honest. So yeah, right now we just have 1, and then 1 Dweller, 1 Dempsey, and that's 13. Okay, so where I'm at now is a little bit challenging, to be honest. So there's 2 slots left in this extra deck, and I'm not sure what to play. And I think tomorrow at Locals, I'm going to end up playing a BLS Link and a Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. But an option that I had earlier is a copy of Sea Monster of Theseus and Baron de Fleur. Okay, so you can kind of pick whichever package you want to go into. Do you want to go a little heavier into the Ready Fusion package? If so, you can go Ready Fusion into Sea Monster and then synchro with a Sea Monster and a Xiaolong into a Baron, which is kind of nice. Otherwise, I want to play these because I don't really want to be linking off my Vanquish Soul stuff into like Link 2s that are kind of just small pushes. If I'm going to link off my Vanquish Soul stuff, I want it to be something big and for game. Okay, so that's why I have BLS Link. And then for the rank 7, you can go Fenrir and then use your Rise Heart after that. So like if Fenrir is not going to be very good for you, just going into Flare Metal, it might be kind of nice. Burning for game, Burning in time is going to be pretty good. Okay, so those are my options. And then if you want even more options than that, we have like, you can use Dark is something I thought of. I don't think IP is that great because it needs effect. You don't want to link off 2 of your effect monsters, to be honest. Dark is kind of whatever, because you can make it with Ready Fusion, like the Darkfire Dragon, but like once you summon something back with Dark, then what are you doing? Nightmare Phoenix, there's not really any spell trap removal in this deck, so if you want a little bit more security, you can go Nightmare Phoenix. And then also Shen Shen is another target that you can go into with Sea Monster plus a level 4 instead, like a Leftover Raisin or a Mad Love. But I think that's a little bit win more. Like if you're linking off your Mad Love, if you're syncing off your Mad Love or Raisin instead of adding it back to your hand, then you're probably, I don't know, either in a worse position than you want or a better position that is needed to actually play these in your extra. So yeah, like I said, for now I'm going to go with BLS Link and Red Eyes Flare Metal just to test those out. But I am open to other ideas, or if I get another Sky Crisis, I might swap another one of these in for one of these guys. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this list. That's my 15 card extra. I plan on playing this for deck for a while. I really am enjoying it so far. I'm enjoying the flexibility. I'm enjoying kind of the tech choice options and its ability to play non-engine as part of its engine. I think that's fantastic. Yeah. So let me know what you guys think. leave a comment, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing to the channel if you like this content, and consider becoming a channel member. There's perks described in the description below, as well as my Twitch, link to my Twitch, so you can go ahead and follow me there and make sure you catch me streaming. And with that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. We'll see you later.